Hello and welcome to the channel. There better be some sound this time, because the last time there wasn't any and I gotta redo the video. It's about the Xbox, it's about the PlayStation, it's about the whole CMOS battery bomb. That thing where when the PlayStation CMOS battery goes and the servers shut down, you can no longer play your digital games and probably 90% of your disc games. When it comes to the Xbox, what ends up happening is you have an online DRM check the first time you start up your Xbox. And when you want to play a backwards compatible game, and I think this also applies to your standard everyday Xbox Series X games, they have to be connected to the internet at least once. And your Xbox has to be set to your home Xbox in order for the shit to work offline. Whereas on PlayStation 5, you don't have to do that. However, there's a CMOS battery. The Xbox doesn't have one. Here's the thing though, as much as I'm annoyed, I'm not really worried about it. You see, coming up in a couple of months in July, the PlayStation Vita, the PSP, and the PlayStation 3 store, they're shutting down. They're going to pull the plug. However, you're still going to be able to download your games because they're not shutting down the servers. This is Sony we're talking about. This is also Microsoft we're talking about. Why are we so concerned about them shutting down the servers? They're not. So again, to recap real quick, if you want to play your Xbox Series S and X, which I've nicknamed the Xbox Series X, because anyways, if I have to explain it, it's not a joke. It's not funny. Make it your home Xbox, and then for every game that you have installed, while you're connected to the internet, load them all up once because it downloads a file. I already made a video on that earlier. Once you do that, you're set. That's it. You're good. End of discussion. When it comes to the PlayStation, all you need to do is make sure that battery doesn't go kaput because there is no online check. That's it. And if your battery does die, which they should last around 5 to 10 years, chances are you're still going to be okay. Because if you're still hanging on to that PS5, you'll be able to replace the CMOS battery. And again, as I've said, with all those stores that are shutting down, you're still going to be able to have to access, you're still going to be able to have access, it helps if I can speak properly, to those games that you've purchased. What makes us think the PlayStation 5 is any different? Don't get it twisted though. I am still fucking annoyed, but I'm not worried. That's the difference. Up until yesterday, I thought I was going to have to wear a diaper because I was about to shit myself when I found that out. I was like, oh my God, those CMOS batteries. What if I get a bad one and then 2 years ago? Oh. But then I'm like, when have the servers shut down? They're not. The PlayStation 3 was the first console of its generation that had online capability. The PlayStation 2 didn't. I think it had an Ethernet cable plug in the back, but I don't recall what you could do with that. Maybe just local play. I don't remember. Don't quote me on that. It's been a long time since I had a PS2. So since the dawn of time, you can still technically go on the store. It hasn't changed since then, is what I mean. So I think we all need to be annoyed, but calm. Calmanoid. Hey, calmanoid. That's a new word. I've just made that up. I'm going to copyright that shit, and I'm going to sell it to Webster so they could put it in the dictionary. Make $1 million, and then I can retire from YouTube. I don't know what else I wanted to say. My other video was almost 10 minutes long. Oh, wow, this bitch is only half as long. Sweet. And I'm like running around inside my head right now, ciphering all this data, trying to figure out what my next sentence should be, because it's not like I script the shit when I make the videos. I just turn on the light, the camera, the microphone, and I just let the gums flap 100 miles an hour. I don't even think about what I'm going to say. I could say something controversial right now. It would be out of my control. So that's the take from this to recap. PlayStations have a CMOS batteries. Xbox consoles do not. However, an Xbox must be made the home Xbox, and it must have each game load at least once while online, so it downloads that little file. It'll probably track your every move. I'm just kidding. But seriously, some people are going to believe that. And then you're good to go. Whereas on the PlayStation, you don't have to do any of that. But once your battery goes kaput, you're going to have to replace it. And I think that's where it ends, is that you're going to have to replace it, and life is going to go on. Because this is all about game preservation. Persevere. Whatever. My first language is French, goddammit. Preservation. Yeah, preserving of games. Like my original Nintendo from, 1985, 1986. It still works. You think I'm worried about connecting to the servers? The internet didn't even exist when that shit was out. The internet was used by the military only. Back then, it was not made for civilian use. Now we're all over the place on that shit. And as time goes on, more and more are we relying on this fucking internet. So why be annoyed then if it's such a simple fix? Well, because you can't just buy an Xbox at your local Best Buy, run off to the cottage, plug it in, and play your beloved Xbox. Because it's going to want to be connected to the internet that first time. The PlayStation won't have to. But that's about the only advantage. Then again, if you're off to the cottage, shouldn't you be fucking boating and fishing? The fuck are you doing sitting your fat ass on the goddamn couch playing video games when you're at the cottage? That's the whole point of getting away from the house, going to the cottage in the first place. Hunt, do something, shoot animals, eat them, cook them on the barbecue. I'm sure PETA's going to be real happy with that statement. I went from talking about CMOS batteries to hunting animals in PETA. This is why I don't make these kinds of videos too often. But at least I got to the point fairly quickly. And there's 3 links down below if you made it this far, from the articles in which I got the information from. I was going to reference to them, but then I figured, you know what, I would just let my brain just go all over the place. And this is what ends up happening when I do that. So if you made it this far, get some help. Get checked. Seriously, I can hook you up with my doctor. But if you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It greatly helps support the channel with the algorithm and making me a little bit more relevant in the search results when people are looking shit up on the internet. Try saying that 10 times fast. I've done it. If you didn't like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Not only will I snap it off in your ass, I will make sure when you wake up tomorrow, your brain is connected to a server. Both the Sony and the Microsoft ones. So you got a backup one. And if one of those were to go down, you get a little seizure. If both servers go down, you're fucked. That's it. But if you want to subscribe to the channel, maybe we work something out. Don't worry about it. And if not, well, that's definitely on you. As for the rest of you, thanks for stopping by. Take care. Maybe I'll see some of you in the next video if I haven't already scared you off as it is. Bye for now.